The gallows.
Here I am.
Let's have a look at you then. You've got a waiter's cap, a tunic you have. Hose are good. It's a good thing you've got no steel on you. You need to be light on your feet to run around tables. Everything as it should be. Glad to see it, lad. Do you know what your duties are? For an inexperienced greenhorn like you, it'll be a great responsibility.
Well, I'll happily listen to any advice. I wouldn't want to foul things up.
I should certainly hope not. Now listen. A good waiter should stand in a corner, look willing and ready, and not get in anyone's way. In short, behave as if you're not there. But when one of the gentlemen calls for wine, you run and pour it for him on the double. You'll find the pitchers on a table by the door to the chapel. You take one and go to their table and pour for them. White Tokaid or red monastery wine.
White or red, by the door to the chapel. Got it.
But for Councillor Adam of Zarzhitz, you must not pour at all. When he drinks, he disrupts and makes trouble. So the assembly has to be interrupted, or otherwise it never reaches an end. We can't allow that to happen in the presence of the king.
All right. Sir Adam of Zarzhitz stays dry.
And if the king himself wants wine, you pour for him with lowered eyes. Don't look at him. And the most important thing?
Remember who wants what?
That too. But more importantly, do not disturb the councillors at their work. They have a lot to discuss. And in general, a good waiter has to be invisible, blind, and deaf.
Oh? I thought I had to keep my ears pricked.
Well, yes, but only to what anyone wants from you. No excuses, and provide everything that anyone wants from you. Understood?
What if I make a mess of something, though?
Then I'll see to it that you won't get a job even mopping the floor in the hole in the wall. But I'm sure that's not going to happen. So, are you prepared?
I know everything I need to. I can do it.
Excellent. Put away your things here. It's easier to serve with a lighter load. You can wait in the cubbyhole for the servants.
The city reserves are in urgent need of new weapons. Unverzüglich. Our current Waffenarsenal is a joke, and on top of it, the army was requisitioning from
boy,
it.
a full
Should
cup
the
of
town
monastery
reserve have worse weapons than any Räuber in the domain?
What are you getting at, Felix?
I'm saying that the bandits who freed Hinnick, the Dry Devil, used that thing. That
Come now,
Hackenbüchel
waiter. I wanted red.
hand cannon. What are you implying, Friedrich? All I'm saying is that
Come
they
now,
had them,
waiter.
Herr
I
Gott.
wanted red.
It is eine Schande when outlaws have better weapons than the city garrison. And Herr König surely knows this too.
I apologize, sir. Which one?
Red.
What I smell is that your stubborn heads do not realize what Schwierigkeiten this...
Excuse me.
Dry devils running free. There are outbreaks everywhere in the region. We have the army bearing down, and you want to defend yourselves with a few trusty helpers.
And who is it you want to fight? Exactly. The merciful King Sigismund is providing us with protection, isn't he?
Der König and his army will not be here forever.
The king can arrive at any moment. What if he heard?
What then? We're sitting atop the biggest silver heap in the kingdom, and we're supposed to defend it.
The monastery get the coin. Refill my cup, boy.
We can always confiscate the property of the king's enemies. Nicht wahr?
We are more than familiar with the yeomanly state of our armory. And the king is surely aware of it as well.
Monastery wine,
Maybe if
here.
you waived some of the taxes?
I'd like
The
to
king
oblige,
fears
but
that this town will
will not.
rise against
This is
you
unbelievable.
take the arming of the city's militia.
To wreak havoc all around.
We can always ask
Kai
the king to
and a
bring
full cup.
order to the realm with his army.
But then the Dörfler will rise up.
I'm afraid I see no solution
I
of the current
apologize, sir.
situation.
Which
we
one?
shall wait
Kai,
and see.
white.
Maybe we can change his mind. Vielleicht.
Good, sir.
Well, I'd like to report to the Honorable Council on the cleanliness of the city and the state of the
Isn't it the same thing?
I
So
fancy
the
some
cleanliness of the city is
Refill,
not
boy.
what it should be. The current baths in the city fall far short
That's
of
not a
covering
good
all
idea, sir.
citizens'
This
needs.
is unbelievable.
Jerome. But a woman named Betty has showed up on Hopbrink and wants to repair the baths that used to be there.
She's a protege of Maresh. Her efforts are commendable, but I don't think she will succeed.
You
It takes a firm hand, not soft, feminine fingers.
A moment ago,
More
you
wine,
were complaining
Master
there
Bailiff?
weren't enough baths.
Come
Shouldn't we
closer.
support her?
Something like this is better handled by trustworthy people, like my friend, bathhouse proprietor Adam. The need for cleanliness and citizens' health should not be underestimated.
Nor overestimated.
Or just forget it, you gormless boy.
There for free as well. And while he's there, a man can shave and take a you-know-what.
So what? Going to the baths is neither a civic...
Waiter, pour me red wine.
Right. Have you forgotten the Black Death? A great many people died needlessly.
I apologize, sir.
Are you
Which wine?
questioning
Monastery
God's
red.
punish the wickedness that's going on in there?
Keeping the city clean is important.
Good, sir.
It's about time.
I got word that Rutard has pulled off another deed.
That's nothing unusual. That old weasel will never accept that the city isn't run his way, at least until His Majesty honors us with his visit. And as we know, Gunslin absolutely hates him.
And a full
He
cup.
can hate all he wants, as long as he does no damage. Ulrich, what have you got to say about
I
it?
apologize, sir. Which wine?
To Kai. Sure. Are you deaf?
I'm speaking about the Rutard incident. You were there, weren't you?
That. Just a small misunderstanding.
My ears must be deceiving.
Sir?
Are you defending Rutard? Besides, if
Well-
his men attacked yours, as I heard, then we have a good reason to punish him.
What happened there? Leave nothing out.
I don't like Rutard, true, but in this case, it really was nothing.
Everyone in the city gossiped about it. I heard there were several dead.
Did you? Full cup of monastery wine. Grossly exaggerated. I don't think Rutard will cause any trouble. He is sensible enough not to draw attention to himself while the king is here.
That's true. Because if you don't do something about him, the king himself will put an end to it, and soon.
Unless he puts an end to us first. God knows what he wants to do.
If nothing happened, there's no point in dwelling on it. Let's move on.
Waiter, I wanted monastery
Sir?
Thank you, waiter.
Are you accusing me of lying?
Those are strong words, my friend. Nobody said anything like that, did they?
Then why doesn't he tell us what really happened, hmm?
I'm not keeping anything from you, but there's little truth to the rumors circulating around the town. Yes, Ruthard and I had a little disagreement, but we ended it quickly because his daughter wanted to get involved. I didn't want to expose the girl to any unpleasant sights.
So Ruthard is hiding behind his own daughter's skirts?
As if it wasn't enough that he sent his son to die defending the city.
All right. If we really don't have anything new to say, let's turn the page.
Things have got out of order in the town. Some adventurers decided to take the law into their own hands and restore the tradition of duels. It's not only barbaric, but also illegal. If we tolerate this, the rabble in the city will go wild and do whatever they want. I suspect the gentleman from the city's sword-fighting school brought this custom to us. That German man is just hanging around the market looking for trouble.
Don't be ridiculous, Ritsuka. You act like you've never been in a fight. Come now, waiter. I want it red. Don't hang around me in the marketplace. Hear me?
And that's that.
Hey!
There are more pressing matters to deal with.
More pressing than the open contempt of the whole town garrison. The guards are apparently
Everything in
settling
order?
accounts
Not
their own
quite.
way. We'll
But I
soon
think you
be
might
the
be able to
laughing
help
stock
me.
of the
Come
whole
here.
town.
You can rest assured the whole town is already laughing at us all day long. So what if they have one more reason?
What can I help you with, sir?
I left my gloves in the chapel. I took them off to pray, but then I rushed here and forgot to take them. I can't just get up and walk out now. But if you disappear for a little while...
I really shouldn't, sir.
A fine servant you are.
Ah, to hell with it. You'll never get anywhere like this.
Waiter, get me white. Hey, where's my white?
I'd like to oblige, but I'm not allowed.
The church is dragging on, and in the meantime, it's just a village with a monastery, and they are going to Mokarol mining city. Why can't we build faster? Hire more craftsmen, start with night shifts.
Hey, waiter.
On. Are the experts from far off supposed to work in the city under siege?
I apologize, sir. Which wine?
Tokai!
Welfare of the sea behind your complaints.
And what would that be?
Like, for instance...
So what if I would?
Sir?
Hold your horses, gentlemen. That space in the side nave is mine.
Your place is at least 2 steps behind mine.
A swordsmith dares to insult me? Ah, I think not.
Excuse me? You wanted to buy yourself an altar in the cathedral, just like you bought yourself a seat in this council.
How dare you? I acquired my seat for the services our guild provided and still provides to the crown.
Hey, boy!
Well,
Full cup
I
of
hope you're
monastery
not
wine.
supplying equipment to the army. They would be defeated by that bunch of ne'er-do-wells from the alehouse on Hopring.
I apologize, sir. Which wine?
Speaking in
People from the whole town go to watch them brawl.
Oh, this.
It's all been sorted out. Not long ago, the guards raided and threw them all out.
Ah, yes, I had forgotten.
Good, sir.
What do we have to discuss next?
Good. Now run along.
I'm telling you, something is being planned.
Oh, I doubt it. No one's gonna tackle Ruthard.
Azonal Gyurcsek össze, a legjobb katonákat, és kelkinek útra!
You have nothing to fear. Not you.
Like this plan of fights!
Come now, Father. Put a little life into your dying. Seen more cheerful priests at funerals.
I'd rather be at one than here. I hoped I'd never see this fortress again in my life.
Unpleasant memories?
You have no idea. I didn't part ways with my father on entirely good terms. 20 years ago.
And now you're 2 decades older and wiser. At your Ujit's parish, you spread the word of God to your flock, and you saved my neck and Henry's too. I'd say your father should be proud of you.
None of that matters a damn to him.
Who knows? Maybe that 20 years has changed a thing or two.
You know what? Let's drop the subject. Do you know any of the guests here?
Most of them I'm seeing for the first time in my life. It's a pretty varied company. We've had bandits, nobles, burghers, a priest, and even a rabbi coming together here. It's like the start of some joke.
Wait a moment. Rabbi, you say? The Kuttenberg rabbi?
Yeah. He came with a retinue. But for now, they're keeping mostly to themselves. Maybe you should go and welcome some of them. After all, this used to be your home. And you're a spiritual man too, so you should have something in common.
I wouldn't be too sure. But I suppose I can try.
Good day to you. And with you.
Who's that French fellow you brought here from Malashov?
The great Baron Brabant. Been everywhere, knows everything, and has the keys to half the kingdom. He's got more fairy tales than my old nanny.
Can he be trusted?
He's a blabbermouth, but a harmless one. Besides, he defended Kuttenberg, and you know how that went. If he were on Sigismund's side, he'd hardly have been locked up with me.
How does it feel to breathe free air again?
What can I say? You can never truly appreciate freedom until someone locks you up for a while.
Or until you become a priest.
No fear of that in my case. I intend to enjoy life to the full. Wine, women, and song.
What do you plan to do now you're a free man again?
What do you think? Get drunk, woo one of the local wenches, and wake up in the morning with no hose and a head like a church bell.
Have you perchance forgotten we're supposed to be deciding the future of the kingdom here?
I'll leave that to the older and wiser. And duller.
Dear me. I'd rather creep off into some corner with a full wineskin. But I suppose I'll have to introduce myself to the rest of the guests, eh?
Indeed you should. After all, you are one of the lords of Rabosh.
Oh, don't start with that. I'd like to steer clear of the old man as long as I can.
In that case, you should sound out Radzig and Hanush and find out what they're actually planning.
God bless, good sir.
God bless.
What's your view of the current state of affairs?
You mean the state of affairs now?
Exactly.
What can I say? My faultless.
Lord be with you, friend.
Such rare guests. One wouldn't expect to find among Christians representatives of your community. I'm Godwin. My greetings to you.
Peace be with you. Neither would one expect a priest here. And yet...
How do you know I'm a priest?
It's not difficult to tell. After all, we have much in common. And we are both a little on unfamiliar ground here. I'm Yehuda, leader of the rabbinical court in the sacred community of Gutenberg. And this is Samuel, my aide.
Who would rather not be here at all. Why did we have to come here, Sadie? Can you not see everyone is staring at us?
Because we all need to help each other in this time of need. And why would they not stare when you are frowning so?
Are you here to arrange some trade?
We have more serious matters to attend to here than gaining a few groschen. The situation in the town and the kingdom is unsustainable. The whole land is on the brink of destruction. You have men and weapons. We have the means to sustain them.
Why are you telling this to a Koimer? You wanted to deliver what we brought to the Margrave and quickly leave.
Everything in good time, Samuel. We have just arrived, after all.
Did you come to lend money to the lords?
Not to lend, but to give. Help given to the needy is repaid only by God.
You don't even know if you can trust them. With that money, we could have paid mercenaries ourselves.
You remind me of my young friend Henry. He's a bit of a hothead too.
Henry? That messenger of Radzig Copula?
You know each other. You're both around the same age.
That would be him. But we did not get off to a very good start.
I reckon the two of you would hit it off. He's reliable and has his heart in the right place. For a young stripling, he's been through plenty. It's not so long since his parents were killed in Skalitz. He was supposed to become a blacksmith, and instead, he's roaming the world, risking his neck at every turn.
Wait, a blacksmith, you say? From Skalitz?
Aye, that's right. Did you know anyone there?
I knew of someone. A blacksmith by the name of Martin.
My daughter knew him most, and that is why Samuel is in this world. for our numerous sins.
Maybe he was my father, but he certainly didn't act like one. Ma raised me on her own.
And that was all for the best.
Why? He should have taken care of me, but instead he fathered another bastard.
Don't make hasty judgments. As far as I know, Martin didn't have any other children. At least, none of his own. He took in Henry and raised him as his own on the orders of the Lord of Skalitz, Sir Radzik Kobila, Henry's real father.
I don't care if he took care of 20 other Mamsas.
That boy's blood father denied him, just like yours did to you.
A person can't choose their parents. And Henry only found out about it recently.
Enough. I'd rather have a drink. Will you have one too, Zayde?
For that, there will be more suitable times.
Good health.
L'chaim.
Good health to you, sir. I'm Godwin, a friend of that lad you arrived with, Henry. We don't know each other.
Baron Vauquelin Brabant, Chevalier d'Arezzo. The last of my line. I am a warrior, a traveler, a strategist, and also, à ma manière, a poet.
My word. Isn't that exhausting?
Mais non! And I'm glad to meet a new friend.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Baron. I knew right away we'd hit it off. How did you end up imprisoned in Malashov?
Ah, c'est une histoire compliquée. It was after I heroically led the defense of Gothenburg, and only lost it narrowly by an unfortunate turn of events.
That needs some explanation. What unfortunate turn of events?
Oh, misère. It is clear you have never been to war.
You're quite mistaken, Monsieur Baron. I have.
Ah, je suis désolé. This Bohemia is a strange land. I have seen farmhands, children, and even women fighting. But the clergy? Sainte Mère, do tell me about it. No doubt you fought on the side of truth and honor.
My last big battle was in Kosovo.
I've heard of this battle. Many great men fell there.
Aye. And it was there I decided it was nothing for me. So I settled down in the presbytery in Ujits.
Then, what are you doing here, at a meeting of opponents of the crown?
Ah, the Lord moves in mysterious ways. You say you're a poet? How about a verse or two to amuse us?
Jamais. Is poetry nothing but a fuss to you? Is a poet a gesture for amusement? I think not. To recite, I require the proper mood. And besides, few here would understand me.
Where have you been on your travels? Have you seen the ocean?
But of course! I was born by the sea. If you are interested in my greatest journeys, then I have traveled with a merchant caravan all the way to the Ottoman Empire. And if you are interested in my greatest deed, then that was perhaps saving the life of the King of France.
And you wouldn't by any chance know the Pope, personally?
Which one do you mean? I spoke briefly with Boniface IX when I was sojourning in Rome. A pleasant fellow.
How come almost nobody here knows you?
I am operating, as they say. Incognito. My great benefit is my strong connection with the French court. There, everyone knows my name. Here in Bohemia, I'm still building my reputation, slowly, but surely.
Dear friends and allies, in these troublesome times, you all know why we're here. The question remains, what to do next? Sigismund is facing troubles in Hungary, and here, too, he is up against resistance. He's a capable strategist, but a poor diplomat. Mark my words. If we wait him out until winter, he will leave of his own accord.
By winter, he'll have torched all our fortresses and carried off everything that we possess.
Are we seriously gonna wait and cower in a corner? Or are we gonna drive them out in shame? A few well-planned raids and we could have him in our fists!
At what price? Have you got men to spare? Has any of you got men and money to spare?
We don't have men out there.
Yes, we do.
We do not.
Jobst is right. That whole sun won't fall easily.
Only we can't wait.
Are we to get ourselves killed?
Or end with nothing?
Friends, we'll get nowhere like this. Let's adjourn ourselves and try to think it through.
Well, that went just as expected. Good health.
And to yours. Could it have gone any other way when there's so many of us here?
I would have expected a bit more sense from Jobst, of all people. He made an amateur's mistake. But it's hard to be angry with him when he's trying to ingratiate himself with everyone. By the way, I'm John of Liechtenstein. And you must be Godwin, the son of...
That's not a thing I've ever boasted of. How do you know that?
I have my sources. From what I've heard about you, I'd judge you could be quite useful to me at today's gathering.
Was that so?
Indeed. and that's why I'd like to ask something of you.
As it happens, I've got nothing better to do anyway.
Excellent. I expect we can agree that Jobst's plan has certain shortcomings?
That's a weak word.
And the way it stands at the moment, he'll never get the support of the council. But I have an idea how to change that.
Well, I'm curious how you hope to shut Zizka up and satisfy the ones who want peace.
We'll sit and wait quietly until Sigismund withdraws of his own volition, as Jobst proposes, but we'll be waiting in the military camp of our huge new army.
When Sigismund sees that, he'll be off to Hungary all the sooner. At a gallop.
Exactly. Sigismund's army is demoralized, and he's able to tackle fortresses that aren't able to defend themselves. But he won't engage in equal force on the battlefield.
But he can't retreat either. That would be a disgrace.
And that's exactly why, for the plan to work, we need allies, their money and their determination. We've already set the ground for it. We just need negotiators who will push the right people in the right direction.
Are you saying you set everything in...
More like in parallel, but without his knowledge. If we find support and make it look like the whole thing was his idea, we'll all win.
Why are you doing all this anyway?
Because I want to put a stop to the senseless deaths. And
you've got an interesting...
You're certainly not the first to tell me that.
I'll help you.
I'll give you 3 names. If you can get those 3. Meanwhile, I'll take care of Jobst.
What if it doesn't work?
I refuse to even
I'll get on it then. Wish me luck.
I wish us both.
Success to our plans.